everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, place of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. See, are there any post-its that are one away? Realistically one away? We got a lot of stuff to still do, but it's like Blue Baby's got a ton to take care of. That's Mega Satan and the negative. It's a theoretical possibility. Let's try it, you know? Mega Satan the negative, pardon me, and Delirium as well. Cellar XL. I'm ready. So in the last episode, honestly, first off, I would rather not be in this room, but I don't know if we can use the razor without compromising our deal with the devil chance, but we'll see. The last episode was like, I feel the best I've ever come off from on a rant. A lot of my rants, maybe I'm just predisposed to, you know, see the oofs and the yikes and stuff like that, but, you know, whenever I'm like, I like whole wheat bread, I feel like I get gaslit sometimes, and people in Twitch chat are like, look at me, I'm NL. If you eat any sugar, you're 4 years old. And I don't say, no, I'm just saying, you know, I like the chew of a whole wheat bread. It doesn't mean that. Anyway, you get the idea. I hope that, you know, I'm satisfied with how I came off in that pro-technology rant from the last episode. I want you to know, millennials, I'm on your side. Even if sometimes I make fun of my own generation for things that I also happen to embody. Yo, this is, I don't know, I love Shoop-da-Whoop. I think we do take Shoop-da-Whoop. I'm not trying to insult the razor blade. Shoop-da-Whoop is just like a literal... Doesn't get any better than that, boys. We take these instead of going Horror Babylon. I think. Because I'm still... Here's my thinking. I'm worried that if we do... if we use the razor blade, we'll lose our deal with the devil chance. And that might not be the case, but we're also so set right now that I just, especially with Shoop-da-Whoop, I think you just wait for the deal with the devil to show up and then pretty much guarantee yourselves Horror of Babylon from that point onwards. If that makes sense. I think, it should make sense. This room does not warrant the use of Shoop-da-Whoop. We haven't had a Shoop-da-Whoop run in like a while. I feel like we why would you walk into it, though? I feel like we so frequently end up just getting a troll bomb there, which just highlights, or, you know, accentuates the fact that that fight is so annoying early on. I am going to surprise you and not use Shoop-da-Whoop here. If we fight Larry Jr. or Pin in our next fight, we'll be very happy to have Shoop-da-Whoop available. If we don't, we'll still be happy to have Shoop-da-Whoop available, because it'll wipe the bosses pretty easily. So, dude, I have to tell you, I mentioned in the last episode, this is not going to be like a Magic the Gathering anecdote, except that magic is the setting. You know, in the same way that Lord of the Flies is not actually about, you know, like 13-year-olds surviving on an island. It's an allegory for the political, it's a microcosm. Yeah, you've taken a 10th grade English class with Sir William Golding. Anyway. I played Paper Magic yesterday. It was a lot of fun, and simultaneously completely reminded me why I quit playing Paper Magic. Draft starts at 5 p.m. Everybody was very nice, I want to point out. Unbelievably nice. In fact, it was like the most adult experience. Well, that sounds negative. Or not negative, but just strange. It's the most... The nicest company I've ever had at a Paper Magic event. However, simultaneously, played 3 best-of-3 matches. Draft started at 5 p.m. Didn't leave the local game store until 9:30. If that's your hobby, that's fine. And I mean it sincerely, but I've been so trained with these, like, Magic the Gathering arena events where you can like draft and be in and out. Oh no. Where you can draft and be, you know, get to 3 losses or 7 wins within an hour or 2. Usually 3 losses, obviously. Yeah, 4.5 hours to play a few games of Magic is just crazy. And sometimes people try to like Magic explain it. They'll be like, it's not about the Magic, it's about the time you spend with your friends and, you know, cohorts, doing something you like, meeting new people in the social aspect. It's like, yeah, I mean, I get it, but I mean, it's also like 4.5 hours. If you want to put it in good terms, how much is a movie? It's like $15. We don't need to argue about that, okay? I know how much a movie costs here. 12 to 15 bucks, realistically. A little bit more if you want to get that D-box experience. And how long's a movie? Like 90 measly minutes to 120 measly minutes, or 140 if you're talking about Infinity War. Now, the Magic Draft was like 17 bucks each. You get a bunch of packs. And you also get, 4 hours of entertainment. Now, much of that entertainment was provided by the game of Magic the Gathering, a Wizards of the Coast property owned by Hasbro Interactive. About 40% of it was me having completed my best of threes, sitting on my phone waiting for the one round to finish. But, can't always get what you want, I suppose. It's just it's more that Magic, the digital version is so nice because you could just be like, I don't really feel like playing any more Magic, and you don't have to like leave and lose all your progress. You could just play whenever you want. When you're playing paper Magic, it's like if you leave, you're not going to get the prizes you technically paid into the prize pool. It's just a time-expensive hobby. All right, so I'm just going to tell you, like, you don't have to give me Bob's brain on every single run. I appreciate, that it's a nice helper from a damage-dealing perspective. Now, I did think about it, and originally I thought I was not going to take it. I've opted in, mostly just for fun. So I gotta think. We haven't taken a deal with the devil, so we could get Mega Satan. We want Mega Satan, negative Delirium. Probably would not do all those in one run. Usually Hush and Delirium pair nicely. Mega Satan, negative, they pair as well as, any two things could here. Dude, you know what I watched about 15 minutes of before bed yesterday, and I forgot that it existed, but I really like it. And also, I can't believe it got nominated for Best Picture. I'm not saying it doesn't deserve it. Quite the opposite. But I'm like, where's the sequel, Neil Blomkamp? That's right, I'm talking about District 9. Austin's favorite movie of all time. That's not a joke. And also, I don't think you should be made fun of for that. Sure, maybe it's not part of the IMDb Top 100, but it's a good movie. It's a great movie, I think, in fact. Neil Blomkamp. Please, by the way, looked him up on Wikipedia. Obviously, he is South African. We have to. Sorry, Shoop the Whoop. Elysium in District 9 and Chappie. Heavy South African themes. But you know where he makes his home? Vancouver, British Columbia. Hey, Neil, did you vote in the municipal election? Just curious. Either way. Where is District 10? Neil. You can do whatever you want with your time. I would also, I'll be honest, okay? Originally, I was like, I can't wait to see what Neil Blomkamp might do with the Alien franchise. After his past few movies, Chappie, Elysium, not really as invested. And I don't mean that to necessarily be too offensive here. But, they weren't that good, to be honest with you. I really did not like Elysium. I haven't seen Chappie, to be fair. Some people like the movie. It's got very bad reception. You can look it up for yourself. Don't shoot the messenger. But District 9 is amazing. And it ends, spoilers, but it ends on a cliffhanger. I want to know what happened. Just go back, dude. The Neil Blomkamp space on the filmmaker bingo board has been taken by Denis Villeneuve now. If you're like, who's the most exciting director in science fiction, is Denis Villeneuve. He keeps making great stuff. Even if you're like, well, there's a plot hole in, I don't understand the predestination theme in Arrival. Sure, okay, I don't disagree. If you want to search your CinemaSins heart, you might find a plot hole there. I'm not sure. I was really hoping for something like a little better here, but we'll take another Black Rune with us. You might find what you're looking for there, plot hole-wise, but still, Blade Runner, 2049, amazing movie. Arrival, 2049, amazing movie. I didn't see Enemy, his first major film, but I heard it was very interesting at the very least. And I read the synopsis on Wikipedia. What I'm saying is, Ridley Scott, please give up the Alien license. I actually, for whatever reason, my brain is broken, and I will go see every, it's not Alien, but really, it's Alien, movie that you make. But just give it up, dude, and not like, retire with dignity, I guess, is what I'm trying to get out there before it gets, I don't know how many more scenes you can have of Michael Fassbender, like, playing the flute with himself, and that's not a euphemism. You know, this isn't Frank. I mean, if you haven't seen Alien Covenant, here's all you need to know. It's a tense science fiction film. There is a moment where Michael Fassbender, speaking to Michael Fassbender, says, "I'll blow, you do the fingering." And I can't even, it just tells you how good of an actor Michael Fassbender is. Despite some of his, you know, I mean, wasted talent basically being Magneto all the time. But, like, he can say it with a straight face. I don't understand. That's amazing. Like, that, I would have taken 3,000 takes. I'd be like, really, Ridley? 75-year-old filmmaking legend, maker of Alien, Gladiator. You really want me to say this line, "I'll blow, you do the fingering," at right now? Oh, let's go. NL, you don't understand. It was meant to break the tension. It was a moment of levity, and yeah. Okay, we'll take Shade. Put us in Horror Babylon state. If we get a bunch of Spirit Hearts, and we did. I thought about taking another item, but the other items in there are so bad. I'd rather just keep our HP where it is right now and then get something out of it later. You know, there's no shame, Ridley. At this point, enjoy it. I don't know. Can you enjoy your retirement? You're like 70. I don't mean to say that you're too old to enjoy your retirement. It's more like, you know, at this point, you've kind of committed to working yourself, you know, as long as you're going to work until you feel fulfilled. So I'm not trying to say you have to retire as long as studios keep giving you the cash, but I also, I mean, it was a very busy weekend, as you can tell, but I saw the Bo Burnham written, directed debut feature, 8th Grade. And I gotta tell you, I think that movie is pretty good as well. I was like 80% in. I mean, everybody knows that this movie's good by now, but I was like 80% in. And then the last half hour amps it up even further. Turns it from like maybe like a 7 out of 10 into an 8, 8.5 on my personal scale. Good movie. Now, I don't know. Well, as long as we're talking about disturbing coming-of-age tales, does 8th Grade beat Hereditary? I'm not totally sure. I think Hereditary may still be my favorite film of 2018. It's very rare for me to have a horror movie aspire to that level of accolade, but I think it was that good. But I mean, as long as we're talking about Best Picture, it's got to be Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? I mean, Scott Lang gets into some shenanigans in that movie. And the trailer, it takes two to make the thing go right. It's the perfect. If they gave an Oscar for Best Trailer Song, that it just fits because now Ant-Man has a partner. See, I can make fun of things that I love. Should we take this? I do not know. I do not know. This run is extremely good. Definitely Mega Satan capable. If we get a really, I mean, this bookworm maybe? No, we're one away. If we get a really good couple of items or couple of floors worth of items over the next little bit, I could see it being a reasonable chance at beating Void. I think we got a nice little economy of damage right now. Pop, 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 pop. We need some more HP, and that's not going to help, but weirdly enough, it's not going to hurt either. One moment, I have a message. Alright. The weird thing about the fact that I very rarely respond to my emails is that all of my business correspondence comes through via Twitter direct messages right now. I'm not sure if I love it or hate it. Anyway. Let me restart here. I apologize. Just, you know, some of these. Here's the thing. You know, I can pull the veil back. I'm headed to TwitchCon. I got like a lot of stuff. Basically, it's Monday. I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. and then I fly out to San Jose on Thursday. I had like a lot of things that require my attention, professionally speaking, before that, and that's not really a complaint. If anything, it's like I'm very happy about it, but it does also mean that it's weird because I have like, there's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of the streaming business, and this is inside baseball, but any streamer or YouTuber will tell you probably exactly the same thing. Except for the rare one amongst them who lives like a normal life, wakes up at a reasonable hour, and, you know, responds to people in a timely fashion. But that really is like 1 out of 1,000, to be honest. So when I talk to other streamers, they will say things like, man, I woke up at 4 p.m. today. And that's not a joke. That might not be a direct quote, but it's a sentiment that's representative of what, oh man, I was so useless today. You know, I blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. I've said things like that myself. Hold on, just wanted to, I guess there's no chance it could be a secret room, but still. Then, you got these, like, email chains that go on with people at major corporations. You know, or they work for, like, you know, a PR firm or something like that, or they work for, you know, a gaming brand. And they'll be like, hey, it would be really nice if we could have like a conference call tomorrow in the morning. What time works for you? And you're like, 11:59. If you want to fit the dictionary definition of what a morning is. I'm straddled between two worlds right now, like Hyrule Castle in 2014. So I have like a corporate Northernlion, and I have like a streamer Northernlion. Ah, you fool! I thought this was not this floor. Man, we have made amazing time. Still, we are going to miss out on an item room and a shop as a result of our idiocy here, and this actually could put things into question, but all I ask you for... one defensive item. Right here, one defensive item. Or a bunch of spirit hearts, I'll accept. Okay, this is gonna be real painful then. Dude, we could do boss rush to save our run. I have to try, I think. Very worried about this angel. Because here's the thing, like... Oh! We really, really, really do not want to head down to the next floor, where if we get hit once, we'll be killed. Thank you, Monkey's Paw. I forgot you existed. First off, Ipecac is just an incredible pickup by itself. What hit me? Bob's brain into the wall, maybe? So Ipecac by itself is usually worth doing boss rush. And then on top of this, I just saw an Eternal Heart. Hugely valuable. We can afford to lose Horror Babylon status to make this happen. So, it is 100%, it's not, it's a Bone Heart actually. Even better, we might be able to keep Horror Babylon active. It's 100% my bad that we missed the item room in the shop, of course. But, oh, there is an Eternal Heart and a Bone Heart. Well, we'll have to choose as things get more apparent. Things come crystal clear towards the end here, but we also get one more item for doing this. So, as much as this might have looked risky, and honestly, we got a payout that is unbelievably great compared to what you might expect early on with the HP upgrade and a Bone Heart already. You know, this was the right decision for us, I think, for sure. And another Spirit Heart, thank you. Monkey's Paw, very helpful as well here. What's... Oh, hello. Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, corporate NL versus normal NL. Like, I've gotten a lot of emails within the past month that say things like, can we have your response to this by end of day today? And I'm like, man, that is foreign to me. It's like, it's a vestige of an earlier time in my life where, you know, you would get an email from someone and they would be like, hey, can I have this thing? Like, could you do a task for me and then tell me you've completed the task? And it's a completely reasonable response, but most of the time that's not how the streaming industry works. Go, if you can find somebody, ask them, okay? Like there are streamers who work with other streamers. You know, they're like, I'm a streamer, but also I do like PR. I'm sure they will tell you 100% working with streamers is impossible. We don't reply to our emails. We have a good excuse, by the way, not to reply to our emails. It's because we get so many. And that's not like, oh, I'm so popular, I can't. It's more like, dude, you just literally can't. Like, I'm trying to think of a good way to describe it that doesn't sound pompous. Because I am a normal human being. And as a normal human being, when I receive correspondence, the polite thing to do is respond to it. But, you know, when you start getting 40 or 50 things on a daily basis that require your responses, eventually you just go, you know, no, I didn't ask you to send me this. I'm not going to reply. Or I would spend like an hour a day just replying to emails when I could be recording one extra Isaac episode. And as much as that's like a joke, people are like, well, why don't you just record one less Isaac? Yo, this is my job. My job is not replying to emails. Nobody pays me for replying to emails. Sort of. Anyway. Okay. Gotcha. You know today's National Nut Day? Anyway. So, we took the negative. We got to remember. Go that path. I don't really want to go to that room if we can avoid it. We don't have to do Hush. This, by the way, I recognize we did lose Whore of Babylon. It does not matter. We have 44 damage, so we don't need that at all. I do want to make it clear, okay? Because I think that you might be thinking, I think Egghead just blocked us from taking a hit there. Thank you, Egghead. Egghead's in the chat, please. You might be thinking that your boy NL is like, well, I don't want to respond to an email by the end of the day. It's not like that. Take it from somebody who plans the docket. I've spearheaded that initiative over the past year without a doubt. Even just getting, you know, 1 to 3 streamers to reply within maybe like a 5-hour window in advance of the show is nearly impossible. And I'm not throwing any one person specifically under the bus. It's been me in the past for sure. But every show, there was one person who was like, yeah, sorry I didn't respond. I was, you know, I was smelling a bunch of markers, you know? I will tell you, there's 2 exceptions. And credit where credit is due. Both Austin and Robert are never that person. Robert, 100%, got his game face on at all times. Same with Austin. So I thought that was spun. I'm just trying to check. We have not gotten a Guppy item previously. Do we? I mean, we can't get rid of Guppy, or sorry, we can't get rid of the key. So I think we just go. I would like to be Guppy. I don't think we need to be Guppy. What we need is HP. Working with streamers, like, dude, honestly, part of the reason that I have no interest, you know, if the whole Twitch YouTube thing goes belly up, part of the reason I have no interest in being community manager, PR, etc., is because I would hate to work with people like me. And that's just honesty. As I get older, and I've been in the industry longer, I get more mature about it. I go, you know, you really should reply to the messages where people specifically ask you for a reply. And it is a little self-serving to just be like, even if it's true, to waste 10 seconds thinking, oh, I'm too busy to reply to this, when you could spend 15 seconds writing out a reply, even if it's not like super, like if you're the kind of person who's gonna spend 45 minutes writing an email, you're screwed. But, you know, if you're just like, nah, sorry, I'm not interested, but thanks for the offer, you know, that takes 10 seconds to send. Should really do it, but I know myself, you know, so I don't want to work with people like me. I would send out the emails, and then after I send out the emails, I'd be like gritting my teeth, like, oh, these entitled streamers don't feel like they need to respond. Oh, sorry, I was too busy watching the entire season of Hell's Kitchen over the course of a single weekend, you know? You know what is really nice about working? I mean, there's 2 things that are really nice about working with corporations, under in my experience at least. One of them is that, you know, when they say they're gonna do something, they do it almost to like a comedic fault. Like they'll give you a schedule of stuff that they're gonna give to you, when they're gonna give it to you, and what specifically is gonna be in it, and then they do it. And that's like, I gotta tell you, as a streamer, that's a foreign feeling. It's really nice. And then the other thing is, no emails on the weekend. Sometimes you get an email like Sunday, 6 a.m. and it's like, hey, We just came out with a new game on Steam. Are you interested? And you're like, I didn't want to get this email on a Sunday. Like, I'm no more power to you, but it's nice to be like, I don't expect any emails from this entity to come in. Not getting paid for that Sunday hour. Okay. Still tight on time. Sorry, not tight on time. Tight on HP. But your boy has got a real chance to make some magic happen. I certainly think one of Mega Satan or the negative will happen. Remember, there is an order. You have to do... If you want to do both, you have to do the lamb first. Because Mega Satan gates you into the room once you're inside of it. Yeah, why not? So we'll try, in all likelihood, to do the lamb first. And if that goes well, then we can leave and do Mega Satan, even though Mega Satan is a little bit more precious to do, because it's harder to swing. I think we should be able to at least try to do both, obviously. And then, like, on top of all that, we still want the Void chance. Is there a chance to make the Void happen? Yeah, I mean, our damage is not where I would like it to be, but if that changes, you know, we pick up some strength cards. That being said, I'm literally, like, just gonna not take the strength card, and instead I'm gonna use the Emperor card to make sure we get the lamb done early on the next floor. Mega Mush. Magic Mush, that's what I mean. Health down! How dare you? In this, my time of need. So the thing is, we have a glass cannon run. And a glass cannon run is fantastic for everything but delirium. Like, even though our HP is nothing to write home about, obviously. Well, you'd write home, but it would be like the opposite. You'd be like, Mom, I'm in trouble. My HP's really bad. Dearest Martha, the news from the front is very apprehensive-inducing. I got 1 and a bit HP. It's not great. However, every room should be very easily conquered. Bad fur day variety. This room changes every time I enter it, and I'm freaking out. Like, I could fight this room. We don't have to. We don't have to fight many rooms, to be honest, but... We just need HP. I mean, you know this at this point. We need HP for Delirium, because, I'm not sure if he has super armor or what, but he's got some kind of annoying HP resin. So I'm sorry, but also simultaneously, I can't shoot on that room. I don't know what you want from me.
Feels like I'm walking on sunshine.
It's so high def. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. If I shot my quad shot would have led to me taking damage 100%, so you know what? I didn't like that room very much, and I thought we would be hit. I don't know if we would be killed, but I thought for sure we were going to lose our Eternal Hearts, so I made what I'm not sure is the right decision, but was a decision with some sense behind it, without a doubt. There's always the chance, and in fact it's a fairly decent chance, that we get some HP from the red chests. Yeah, let's just get the heck out of town. Okay, so I think, again, Boss Rush was a mature decision, and I think snagging the HP, or using the Emperor card, I should say, there was a good decision as well. Thank you for the Spirit Hearts. Oh, you are a god amongst men. Health down. I'm drowsy. So, that's enough HP. We should feel reasonably confident. And we don't have to worry about Delirium, dude. We only have to worry about Delirium if we're able to get the payout regardless. I was just gonna say, We do have a decent luck stat, so we should expect... I wouldn't, you know, with 2 luck, I wouldn't hang your hat on getting an item every other room or anything like that, but we should get enough payouts to maybe have a chance to augment ourselves a little bit here. And even just getting 2 things done on this run would still be pretty good. That would be a nice, like... To be honest with you, I was going through kind of like a crisis of faith in Isaac when it came to like around the time of those Lilith episodes and I was playing like true garbage and people noticed. Because of course. But why wouldn't they? But like on top of this, we've had some good runs lately. Nothing amazing as the keeper, but we're slowly, you know, hopefully getting that together. D20 could be interesting, but not immediately. You know, we could reroll some consumables. Now I think we've... Ever since I resolved to, you know... I think it's a coincidence. I had to say it's a coincidence, but, you know, you can't deny it. Ever since I resolved, you know, when things go a little bit wrong in Isaac, you just take a deep breath, don't freak out about it, and then, you know, try to do your best to soldier on, and if you die due to circumstances the game presents you, then you know, you did what you could to some extent. Attitude's been better. Stress level's been lower. And... Can't say if it's 100% a result of it, but performance has been better as well. The results, at least, have been better. Come on. Yo, I knew it. Alright. Holy Light does not appear to work with Ipecac. Which is pretty unfortunate, because, I mean, it... Again, if you complain about damage on this run, you got your head screwed on backwards. Oh, it did totally work there for some reason. Maybe the Holy Light Shot has to make contact in order to spawn the beam? I'm not sure. I actually have no idea. But it would be nice to get the Holy Light bonus as well for enemies that are a little bit tankier and live through a couple of shots. Just doesn't describe too many, but... Nah. Okay, we gotta be close. After this many rooms, you just expect it. Very dumb on my part. And, you know, HP is precious enough that this is... I don't want to say it's devastating, but, you know, we get hit a couple of times here, it starts to put Mega Satan into jeopardy. Or even, like, the Ashley Judd Benjamin Bratt movie, Double Jeopardy. The sequel to the television show everybody knows and loves. I'm telling you, he gets hit by a Holy Light there, it's over. Instead, we got a little bit more hassle to deal with. No, I would prefer not to do a victory lap. So you have given me Delirium access, but that's not... Like, Delirium is weirdly enough easier to create the conditions to go to. I'm gonna do one more room because I'm loco. Okay, I am a fool. Wouldn't have put the odds too high on me not getting HP and also taking damage on that room, but life goes on. All right. Keep in mind, if you can swing it right, at least you got a good chance. And a good monkey's paw might do something for you as well. I'm not sure. No spirit heart, probably. Yeah. That'll be cool. How are you still alive? Like, you are not a strong enemy. Something's gone. The math is broken. We broke the math lib in Lua. Accidentally gave Death super armor. That's my bad. It wasn't his bad. Good work, team. Keep it up. You got this is the low-key the hardest wave right there. You got a lot of enemies who could just, you know, smack you out of nowhere. And now if we get hit once, we're done. And that was about a microsecond away from all going wrong. It's... Whoa. Egghead. Egghead is what we rely on to save this. Moreover, we might not need saving. It's just unfortunate we were unable to get a half-heart interval so that Monkey's Paw could save us. But now, you know, now you dodge. You know he's shooting. You know he's shooting. You got dry, baby. He's done it! Yo, get the heck out of town. Okay. You're gonna make me do it? You're gonna make me do it, I'm gonna do it. You're gonna make me do it, I'm gonna do it. The black lipstick has appeared in the basement. Lil Baby has appeared in the basement. Now, how do we win? Well, it's not easy. But HP gives us a chance. Again, one hit will kill us. It's not in my interest to end this run right away. We have to be very careful about when we shoot. Obviously, can't open any of those. We want to take every available advantage. We want to shoot every skull. We want to open, you know, every chest. That's huge. How are you alive? This is the strongest run in Isaac history. How to jump is Bookworm, which is scary. I understand, but, you know, actually, you're probably right. We're better off with How to Jump than we are with Dad's Key at this point. It's not like we're gonna struggle to open item rooms, or sorry, secret rooms, or any room, really. By the way, did I use keys to open every single room I came across over the course of this entire run? That sounds like me. Recognize we definitely did not have to do that. Don't think it ended up mattering, but could have. Yo. All right. So we, even with that extra 1 heart there, we definitely still would die. All right. Or at least we would expect to die. Yo, it's out of control. I think we want to try to get a half red heart and make Monkey Paw work for us, but gotta be real careful with these shots. They gotta go over top of the pots. Very, very merciful setup so far. Game is doing us an incredible kindness, giving us an amount of HP over and above the Call of Duty Black Ops 4. But we gotta have our Isaac game face on. We've definitely made some mistakes. Mostly, you know, in moment-to-moment play, not so much in terms of our decisions, but alright, well, this is... we're ready. We better be, at least. Hello? Oh, there. Okay, finally, there's an enemy on the field. Hello. Now I know you're invincible during How to Jump. What I'm worried about is using How to Jump in a situation where I could dodge normally and then landing in a position that makes dodging difficult or perhaps even impossible. But I'll admit the ability to clear out and, you know, cover 30% of the floor's surface area, it's very helpful. Even just to, like, get to a slightly safer place is worth a lot. Whoa! I'm gonna shut up, okay? Yep, that's why. Still doing okay. No! Okay, can we reasonably get a heart? No. So what do? Don't get hit. Just being quiet, still here, I promise you. Just being quiet, trying to keep myself afloat in a world that wants to tear me down. Being able to jump into safety is actually still very good run. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We tried. If we hadn't taken so much dumb damage, we had a real shot there, but a good run was had by all regardless. Look at this. Almost done. For now, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion. Be notified when I go live in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!